Rock and roll.
3, 2, 1, we are in the room.
Welcome to Off the Stage Podcast.
And welcome to Off the Stage Podcast. It's the show where we take musicians off the stage and into the pub to talk about the ins and outs of the music world. I'm James Berry, this is Conor Michael, and today we are joined by the fantastic Paige. There we go. Get a round of applause and everything.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast, Paige.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
You look kind of like starstruck with the soundboard.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect that.
Oh well, you know it's only taken us 103 episodes to perfect.
It's very usually just his phone against the microphone.
Right, okay.
So now we've got professional,
So yeah, welcome to the professional pod.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First question we normally ask is, what are you drinking?
Water.
Cool.
Ooh, yes.
To be fair,
Yeah.
a day like this, it is.
Yeah, you definitely
Vital.
need to stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah.
I went in with a sour, tried a peach and maple sour.
Yeah.
Paige liked it.
Yeah.
See,
Give it a try.
that just
Don't smell it then.
tastes like, it smells like just treacle.
It tastes better.
Like you
than
can
it
pour that on your
smells.
pancake, couldn't you?
I love that though.
Yeah. Out of 10?
I don't know. That's like, it tastes more fruity than what it smells.
Yeah.
I was I'm getting the back taste. I'm getting the. No, that's actually, it's okay actually. I don't think I have that much of it though. I think
Really?
if you half it.
Would you like an
obviously-
orange sours instead?
Oh God, you've really got the.
Well, I went for the orange sour first, and then as they poured it, it ran
Oh,
out,
right,
and they
okay.
went, "I'll just have that." I was like, "Alright, "Cool."
Yeah, I can see myself drink. Oh, there's a heartburn. I can see myself drinking that in a beach garden,
Yeah.
beer garden, beer garden on a
Try
lovely
the
summer's
orange
day like
sour.
this.
Yeah.
We're gonna slowly
try.
convert you to sours.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I prefer that
yeah. I
to
was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Oh, really?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
I could drink both. I'll have a day off.
This is a mystery pint,
Yes.
and I don't know what it is. Usually I have a quick taste before the cameras roll, but I was a little bit late today, so I've just kind of sat down. So don't know why I smell them. I don't know why I smell them, but okay.
I'm just sitting hoping he
feel-
likes it, to be honest.
I feel like it's got some raspberryness in it, but I just feel that because it's like raspberry coloured. Does anybody want to try?
Oh, go on then.
Or like strawberry of some strawberryness.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is called Leafmans.
Leafmans.
Oh, wow.
I've heard of
Leafmans.
Yeah, I've heard of Leafmans.
This is a fruit beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get the fruit beerness.
And I
It
assumed
just-
with your addiction with Fruity, this would have been the next.
it's not. It's a bit more bitter than Fruity.
I'm thinking it's a bit more raspberry than Fruity. Fruity is
Okay.
a proper strawberry,
Yeah, strawberry beer. Yeah, that is.
whereas this is, you can taste the berries in that one.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
bit more bittery.
Yeah.
I would say this is more autumnal drink than autumnal summer. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
throwing out the words.
That's a new word for you. Anyway, we are at the Ship Isis. We should notice that. We should always mention the pub, shouldn't we?
Yeah, that's right. I was saying to the page before, Ship Isis, they normally just do different drinks every week.
Yeah.
Once the keg's done, next one's in kind of thing. So it's a good chance to get down, try new pints. Do you ever come to Sunderland often?
Not as often, but I'm more like Newcastle side,
Yeah.
which is a very risky thing to say in here. But
Nah, it's
it's
fine.
like, I'd say I come here maybe like once a month, maybe if I'm like out in the summer. But I prefer to go to like the beaches and like kind of there.
Yeah.
But I think Sunderland's a much better night out for like money wise. I feel it's so much cheaper and
Yeah,
better than
will be.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Like Newcastle's just
You've got to
Yeah.
Sunderland. You've got to know where to go because if
Yeah.
you just get dropped off at the train station and then you look around and there's just like either shut shops or there's charity shops just near the train station.
yeah.
If you go a little bit further up and you get where like the fire station is and the Dun Cow, that's a really nice the Rabbit. I'm sure you said you went to the Rabbit before. The Rabbit
It's
is
an
a
interesting
fun,
one.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
type of place, if you don't tighten your shoes tight enough, they will come off.
Yeah.
You're stuck to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pop World.
But I to be honest, I don't do Sunderland all that much.
No.
I'm in Newcastle more, even though I live in Sunderland.
Yeah.
It's mainly for work purposes, like. But I mean,
That's it, we gig in
Yeah.
Quayside every day of the week. I'm out in Sunderland in a couple of weeks though.
Oh.
Your gig in the bunker.
Ooh, oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're ever down in Sunderland,
I always get Connor to remind us when I'm playing, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Sunderland, Ship Isis, place to be.
Yeah.
That's our sponsor section done. Yeah, so Paige, we got yourself on, I think you'd messaged us a while back about jumping on the podcast,
Yeah.
and then me being really bad with admin, didn't reply for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And then when we started booking you on again, I still didn't reply for like 3 weeks, so I do apologise with how
That is all right.
unorganised we are.
It's that thing though, because we get so many messages, and it's like you can get overwhelmed, and you think, yes, I'll not read it because I know that I can leave it unread, and I'll reply to it when I get time, and then you just forget. We're really bad at that.
I think the issue is because we both have access to the Instagram.
Yeah.
That if I'm like, I'll leave that unread and I'll come back to it, and then you open it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and then it just
I don't know where it is now.
Yeah.
Doesn't help at all. But yeah, you were saying that yourself, you do, well, obviously you do music. And we were talking about what EPs you're planning and releases and stuff, and that they're quite cover song based. And I was referring to, I don't know if you heard this band, there's a band called Boyce Avenue.
Yes, I know Boyce Avenue.
And they do loads of covers and then just their own spin on it.
Yeah.
They're like massive.
Soft
I think they've been going for about, I want to say 12 years maybe.
I feel like they were like one of the first like people to get famous from YouTube.
Yeah.
Because people are obsessed with like the covers from YouTube, and now you get them. I mean, I play a lot of weddings. Most of the songs beforehand are like the soft acoustic versions of like popular songs. You always hear Boyce Avenue on any wedding you'll go to now.
Yeah.
So obviously you do quite a lot of cover songs.
Yeah.
What type of music are you into? What's your go-to genre that you're like, I can do that?
So like listening to music wise, like my playlist is very full of like, so like I have one playlist which like all my songs that I listen to, so I just press shuffle and anything could come on. Anything from like Disney Channel songs like I used to listen to as a kid to like Elvis Presley or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's mainly like blues, jazz, soul music, kind of 70s, 80s sort of genre.
James hates jazz.
I don't hate jazz. It's just
not what a podcast
well,
says.
I just don't think it exists. It was an episode. It was a thing for a while. Just if you want to know, look back at our previous episodes with Crowley. Just you'll know all about the joke. So yeah.
Just a quick mind out. Can we get Off the Stage podcast merch and get a T-shirt that just says James hates jazz?
Please.
Yeah.
I'll wear it.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorted.
Although like the three people who watch the show all the time,
We'll all wear it.
Yeah, I'll wear it as well. People are like, what the hell's that?
So kind of like your jazz and blues kind of music is your go-to.
Yeah, definitely. I think I enjoy playing that the most as well. I'm not really into like the rock, like the heavy rock sort of thing. I do listen to it. I have tried, and it's just like, oh well, I'm not really enjoying it, to be honest.
No, that's you perform songs much better if you enjoy playing them.
Yeah, that's very true.
What's your favourite song that you like to sing? Like at the moment, I know mine changes all the time, but like if you say, okay, play the song that you most enjoy, what would you say that one, like cover song wise?
It's tough.
Let's give you a tough question, sorry.
I mean, in the band, I think we did You To Me Or Everything. I've totally forgot who it's by, but it's quite like a blues kind of soul song.
Yeah.
That was really good. You To Me Or Everything. And I really liked What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. I really liked drumming that one.
The Real Thing.
Really, yeah, The Real Thing, that's it. I really enjoy that one. But then we've also done Hound Dog by Elvis Presley, and that was such a good, like, fun song to be able to play.
Do you do it just like as it is the record, or do you put your own spin on that?
So when we've kind of done it on stage, it's been kind of the cover, and then maybe like add some little tweaks in there. On my EP, it was very much like putting my own twist on it, doing it a little bit different, but you can also tell it's that song, but totally not like changing it and flipping it and being like...
Yeah, because I could see that being like quite a... I can imagine like Michael Bublé like swinging that one. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, wow.
But the trumpets... Bum. Yeah, that's...
And to be fair, it's not even Elvis' song, is it?
Is it not?
It's like a cover that he heard, that he replicated.
I did not know that.
Did we say this on the podcast, or have I had this conversation with someone else recently?
Probably.
Where music didn't technically start getting written until the 60s, and it was the Beatles that started writing songs.
Yeah, I think that was last
but
episode.
Every song before that was a cover, so like Elvis would do cover songs that he played on the radio, like, oh, I like the sound of his voice, and then he started doing his own songs.
Yeah.
But it was always
wasn't it? Yeah.
covers that got you in, because there wasn't that many songs.
Yeah.
And now there's like 200,000 songs a day on Spotify.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I wonder how they keep like the servers with like the amount of memory that you need to kind of hold that. You have to keep building, like...
Start chopping songs off.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to get to a point where if the song doesn't get, like, over 1,000 streams within, like, a couple of years, it just gets taken off. Because I can't see how it, like, can, like, sustain itself. Just
Stop promoting your songs, James.
Best time.
So you mentioned you're in a band.
Yeah.
Is that band like self-titled, or have you got a name for the band?
The name is kind of like under the Paige H music. It's kind of a weird way I've put it, and I probably should have done it a lot different than I did. But on the EP, it's sort of maybe 3 singers throughout the whole EP. 4 singers throughout the full EP. But some of them sing together, some people sing different, some people maybe join from singing with one person to another one person, combine them together. And then all the guitarists are kind of the same. Obviously, I'm drumming on all of it, so that hasn't changed. And then there's sometimes the bassist and the guitar might swap around for some songs. So one person might play 3 songs on the guitar and then 2 on the bass.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just all under the Paige H music kind of thing. And I mean, everyone knows what they're on, and it's good. It's kind of worked really well.
Yeah. So when you do gigs live, do you drum and sing at the same time?
No, just drumming, yeah.
That's cool. Am I right in guessing, is Stevie Nicks a drummer and a singer? Is she just a front woman?
Stevie Nicks is just, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I don't doubt that she probably plays drums, but I don't think she's famous for
I'm sure
drums.
there is like a really famous front woman who's the drummer of the band, but she's the vocal singer.
The only one I know that's like the front would be Phil Collins, but he's definitely not a woman.
I mean, you can't say definitely, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell these days, but I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's...
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see Stevie Nicks on the drums.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that.
I'm thinking.
Oh, she'd not be able to do a little famous twirl, would she?
Yeah.
Unless she has like a twirly seat. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a Family Guy reference to that, isn't there?
Yeah, he's like, you better stay back when she does it. Always when Edge of 17 comes on, and that's the twirly one.
Oh, I love that little clip.
No, I can't find the person.
Dido's
Dido's an option. Shakira.
I don't know any female drummers and singers who do both.
I'm adamant there is one specific, and for some reason I've been saying it's Stevie Nicks for the last year and a bit.
Oh, right.
So I'm just spreading rumours about Stevie.
It's definitely not
Apologies.
Stevie Nicks. I've just said definitely not Stevie Nicks. I don't know. Maybe there's some Mandela effect there where she's just like, where she was
She's
a drummer.
always been on the drums.
Yeah.
It's not even her vocals.
Yeah.
Of course it's me. This is going to spiral into questions that we've got on Instagram.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask one question now, and then the other 2 in the next part.
Okay.
We got questions from your pal Anna.
Yes.
Do you know how to pronounce her surname?
Munas says.
Close enough. It's Munoz.
Okay.
And I'll never let her
get
live
that.
this down. I seen her at a festival in Tynemouth, and she
Right.
was trying to tell people how to pronounce her name.
Okay.
And she says it's Munoz because it sounds like when you're trying to get money off something. So if you want money off, it's Munoz. And I was like, that was the weirdest way to describe the pronunciation of someone's. It does, but
Just
it
it's
was
like
mental.
Money Oz.
Yeah.
Just say that together. Money Oz.
Munoz.
Money
That's
Oz.
that's how
Yeah.
I would have said it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not my name, so it's.
Yeah. Hopefully you're watching, Anna. Hi.
You'll
And if
have-
you're
Hi.
not,
I'm
you're
name
letting your friend down here.
Sorry for saying your name wrong, Anna.
But she asked, how did you get into playing drums?
Oh, I think it's kind of like the classic story where it's like you're listening to your dad's music in the car, you're listening to old music, and then I think I just started watching videos, like live performances, and I'd kind of always be drawn to the drummer, drawn to watch what they're doing, and then that kind of led into watching covers. It was in secondary school actually. This is like how I generally like physically started playing them. It was saw my old drum teacher, and you know, like when you're in primary school and like they kind of, I don't know if your primary schools did it, but mine did, and it was really weird looking back on it, but they'd sometimes substitute the PE lessons and bring in music lessons instead. It was really weird. My primary school was just fully against music lessons, that they had to like do them during the PE lessons. So it was this guy that used to come in, he used to teach us like congas and stuff like that. And we saw him in the secondary school building at reception, and he recognised me. I didn't recognise him, which I felt really bad for. But he was like, "Oh, Paige, like, you know, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I teach music lessons here if you want to try." you'll get pulled out of history and maths. And to me...
That's a bonus.
Yeah. I think that's the reason I generally started, to get pulled out of history and maths. And then I just loved it, and I went to do it in college, and then started.
That's cool. Now, you say that's the classic way people start drums.
Yeah.
It's really not. The classic way people start drums is, we haven't got a drummer in this band.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll be the drummer.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
That's definitely how the bassist starts. I reckon 90% of bassists start because, like, well, we need a bass player. You're the worst guitar player, you play the bass. That's
brutal
you
way
can play
to
the
start.
strings, you're fine.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, that's how I started bass, but people didn't tell us I was the worst. I just knew I was the worst because Vince was the other guitar player. So
And now he's the drummer.
Yeah, now he's the
drummer.
drummer.
Didn't have a drummer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's.
And now you've got 2 drummers.
Yeah, it's probably
crazy
the only band in the Northeast with 2 drummers, I think.
Success.
Yeah, that's one way of measuring it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mostly drummers, like, because how are you in different bands as well? Or have you just got the
No,
one?
just the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. Mostly drummers, because they're so hard to find. It's like they're in 7 different bands.
Yeah.
Which is I can only imagine being an absolute nightmare to try and kind of organise a practice, organise a gig, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll all come to you soon.
I know.
It just happens. You'll see the post on Facebook and need a drummer. You're like, fill in for this one gig.
Yeah.
And then 7 gigs later,
Spiral.
still in it.
Yeah.
guess I'm in the band now.
Yeah, not even formally invited. You're just turning up to the rehearsals.
Yeah.
It's a good instrument to get into, to be honest. Especially if you want to do like music as a career path kind of thing, because you'll never be short of work.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdaughter wants to learn drums.
Oh really?
But I don't know where to go to teach her.
Ross, our drummer.
Take it, Ross.
Paige.
Do you do drumming lessons? Do you?
I don't, but I will. I'll be so down for it.
Yeah.
100%.
Cool. That's a good show.
Well, there we go.
Sorted. Yeah.
There
You
we
might
go.
have an 8-year-old knocking at your house every day now.
Fabulous.
Sorted.
You're gonna be like, I wish I didn't do this podcast.
We'll take a short break. We'll come back with part 2, and we'll see you there.
Yeah, in a bit.
It's not bad going now.
Yeah,
You got a timer on there as well.
it's fine by me.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's cute.
We're back, baby!
He's been dying to press that button since you said that's a cool soundboard.
Yeah. Well, I've only got 4 sounds on it, but that's that was
Okay.
What have I just listened to?
Yeah. We had a guest.
Baby!
We had a guest on early days, and we got them to record a all back thing. That is all their vocal. It's not like a weird.
Right.
That's just him going. That's basically him.
Yeah. I mean, if you think you can do better, please, and we'll sound clip yours for the next one.
I don't think I'm going to top that.
I don't think anybody can.
It's tough,
No.
isn't it?
Like, yeah.
I feel like I want to start asking people to try though.
Yeah, we could maybe it's like a competition in it, but it might just get more and more ridiculous.
Yeah.
That might be the
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, that might be fun
Okay.
actually.
We'll not start this time because I feel like we've underprepared you. Unless you want to give it a go.
It's a
I'll
few.
really embarrass myself if I do. But
We're not against that.
okay. I don't think I'm going to top that. I really don't think I do. I'm just like replaying it in my head, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, it's
Don't worry about it. So welcome back to part 2 of the Off the Stage podcast. Myself, Conor Michael, this is James Berry, and we're still here with Paige, the only drummer in the Northeast that's in one band. So, as I say, we normally get Instagram questions through. First question was, what's your 5-year plan with music?
oh wow, 5 years specifically. I'd say just kind of keep doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep it like as chill as possible, but kind of still enjoying it.
yeah.
I just want to enjoy it. That's the thing. Like enjoy it, have fun. I'm not really like too fussed about the streams, about like anything like that. But I think just kind of like making it. I really like the process of making my EP.
Yeah.
Like that was really really fun. But just kind of keep doing what I'm doing. Maybe a few gigs. I haven't really done any gigs yet, so maybe possibly doing them. I mean, I've done one. It was like an acoustic set, which is very chill, and I really, really like that. But yeah, just keeping it as chill as possible. Possibly another EP. Who knows?
Where was the gig that you did?
That was in Gateshead College. It was like the Baltic campus.
All right, that's cool.
It was like for a charity event.
Yeah.
So it was really good. Yeah.
Mint.
Yeah. The thing though, like it's good you kind of saying just keep it chill and stuff, because there's a lot of like young musicians who go all out, full on, burn themselves out,
Yeah.
get sick, and then
Yeah.
just never do it again.
Yeah.
Just like I've seen it so many times. I was nearly one of them, but obviously I came through it. But Yeah, it's so easy to do because you just, especially when you're younger and you're focused on stardom, and then when it inevitably doesn't happen, because it doesn't happen straight away, things like that don't happen overnight. It usually takes, it's like a 10-15 year process before
I see that on TikTok, and it's like people's overnight success takes 10 years.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That is very true.
It never used to be. I mean, like before social media, before all that stuff, you were a young band, you played in the right venue, and then you got noticed by a talent scout, and then straight away overnight, then you were just like, yeah, we're recording an album, we're gonna get there. It's not like that anymore. It's just it takes a lot of patience, and just consistency, more than anything. So you just keep doing what you're doing, really.
Yeah.
Where did you say you were recording your EP?
We were recording it in Gateshead. That was with we had Savannah Lily on the track, Daniel Maple on the track, a few other people that are in like other bands.
They're Pretty Velvet, isn't he, Daniel Maple?
Yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah,
he's very good.
But Savannah's also a really good friend of mine. Not that Daniel's not, but Savannah, I'm really close with her. I went to school with her actually, so we've kind of always known each other. But she's brilliant. She's like smashing it. Yeah. So she's just had a single released actually. So,
I seen something advertised about her.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. Did she win a competition recently as well? Am I making that completely up? I think I've got her mum on Facebook. And I seen her reshare something, and I can't remember what it was.
I mean, she could have, but I know she did like a flash mob thing at the Metro Centre, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah.
But I remember her telling me, and she was like, "Okay, you can't tell anyone though." And I didn't.
Is that still a thing, or was that from a while back?
The Metro Centre thing.
Yeah, like the flash mob. I thought that was like
last week.
This was like last week.
Was it really? Yeah. I thought that was like a 2010s thing.
No, I mean there might have been one before, but
it was like a proper thing back in the day.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It was kind of like when YouTube was kind of viral videos were kind of really hitting the thing, and then everyone was like obsessed with like, oh my god, there's like loads of people dancing and like randomly just out of nowhere. It's like Yeah,
I mean there's no dancers this time, but I've just seen clips, so I don't know. When the camera could have been shut off, Savannah could have been like doing some like kicks or whatever, you don't know.
Pretty cool.
Trying to find the thingy. Can't. She got far in The Voice. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, she did. I think she was semi-finalist or finalist.
I knew there was a competition somewhere. Finalist.
Savannah Lily.
Yeah.
When was that? When was did do The Voice? I think.
I know
2021.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I don't watch these shows anymore. So I don't really know. Like, it sounds really bad actually, because when people get like that big, I just don't even know who they are, and I'm like, oh god, that's I feel bad. Oh,
so
see, so it's
like a band flash mob.
Yeah.
I love how people just don't give a shit, and they're just kind of walking by, just like I'm not getting involved. Just walk away.
Like, who is this guy?
Yeah. Just like security. There's a crazy person with a guitar.
I wonder how you do that. Like, what permission you have to get from?
I think I don't know actually. If it's I don't know if it's like management getting in touch with like the bosses of. I mean, there must be some sort of manager who says like, "Oh, can we do this?" And they kind of organise and say, "Yeah, it's fine," unless they just don't ask anyone and they just do it.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Get kicked out, and that would make more of a viral video anyway. Like,
true.
Imagine like with a guitar, it's like running away from a security guy.
Still playing the song.
Still playing out of up an escalator.
That would be good though. I had to get permission from the gate to record. They've got a little piano in the gate.
Okay.
And I got my mate to play keys while I did guitar, and we're just recording to promote one of our singles that came out. But the security guard came over, was like, you have to get permission from the gate first. And they were like, as long as you're just recording yourselves, nobody else, and it's not obvious that you're recording, we'll let you do it. And I was like, right, okay.
That's really weird.
Set the tripod up over there and just pretend that's not us.
Yeah.
But yeah, like some places are really, because obviously data protection stuff, when people are in shot, they can kick off with the venue.
Thing is that like, so is there a piano? There's a piano there that anybody can just sit down.
The gate. Opposite to that is a piano on the side.
I wouldn't bother asking permission for that. I would
like the security guards, if you're on FaceTime in the gate, they have to tell you to turn your FaceTime off in case you catch somebody else.
Oh wow!
It's a proper like weird law, and
I would just pretend to be a passerby. Someone's playing the piano and just go, "Oh, this is nice. I'm going to film this." just an innocent. I'm just an innocent passerby person.
Yeah.
I'm not really filming this for content or anything.
Yeah.
Well, who are they to know?
Yeah.
What they say? Oh, don't film that. It's like, okay, no problem. Got me footage anyway. Fuck off.
Scary in the face of danger, James.
Yeah.
Last question from Anna is, what's your favourite thing about playing music?
Ooh. I'd say that my favourite thing is kind of like, it's just sound cringe, but like looking at other people whilst you're playing, looking at you, like sort of thing, like so catching people's eye.
Yeah.
And kind of like, oh, it sounds so cringe, but like, you know, seeing the smile and seeing them like enjoying themselves at what you're doing.
That's not cringy about that.
But I'd say watching the videos back as well, like after a certain amount of time. So like, say if I do a gig and then say in like maybe 2-3 years time I watch it back, I'm like, wow, like, you know, I did that, like that's me there playing that, like
You forget, don't you?
yeah.
As a long period of time, I might be vain, but I'm like, as soon as I'm off stage, like,
No,
as soon as I
that's
get back in the
everything,
house, just going through the stories again, like, oh, that was a good set, I did good at that song.
I'm like, yeah, so what video do I post?
Yeah, like, just immediately when you go, oh, James, you got any videos or photos, send them straight through. Yeah, that's a good one to have, to be fair. It's crowd engagement's always the best bit about a live performance, at least.
Yeah.
That's technically the end of the questions. However, the the manager at HMV Newcastle, instead of Instagram question, we've got a little group chat with him, and he's currently out on the drink, and we asked him for some questions. So we got some drunk questions, and that's all good for you, Rich.
Okay.
Oh, right, okay. I'm trying to find the right ones. Question 1, what drink should we have next?
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. What I'll do...
This is going to be like a live question,
It's going to be now.
We're going to have to message. So
we're voice noting it. So, question 1, what drink should we have next?
There was a menu.
We'll just pick one at random.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have to make it.
I think you should have one of them sours things.
Ooh. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I could handle it. Is that even in a can as well?
Yeah.
Grilled peach as well. What? How do you know it's grilled peach? Do they literally grill a peach and then ferment it? That's just... I don't get it. How do you grill a peach?
Yeah, I've never heard of a grilled peach before.
I was going to say, I guess
barbecue
so.
in it.
Yeah. Grilled peach.
Grilled peach in a
Yeah.
maple. There you go, Rich. Have a sour. Next question that we can put on podcast. I don't know why he's making all of these about me. Will you PayPal me some money to get more cocktails? No.
No.
Good answer. Right, this is a really weird one. I like the weird one. Oh, there's the typical siren that we get every week.
Yeah.
Question. When should I eat my wham bar that came with the wham bar cocktail? Should it be in the bar or on the bus going back to the hotel?
No,
Where's he going for this? Because I want one of them.
This is in Glasgow.
Oh, wow.
But honestly, my answer to that question would be you should have the wham bar with the wham bar cocktail, because then it's the complete... You dip it in the cocktail and like you suck it.
Ooh.
God, are you serious there, James? Yeah, use it like a stirrer kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you kind of do it and like have it with like as part of the beverage experience.
Yeah.
That's would be my thing anyway.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I had a Milky Bar sundae today earlier, and I had the Milky Bar bit with the sundae. You kind of
You've got to scoop it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, you've got to. It's part of the experience.
There you go, Rich. Have it now. Some daft questions. Has Connor ever thought about employing a monkey butler? It's not something I really know where to get.
I'd love a monkey butler.
Where would you get one of them in
I
Sunderland?
don't know.
I don't know. You'd probably have to steal one from a zoo.
And train it.
Not a chimp though, because they get quite nasty when they get teenagers.
Do they?
Oh, have you never heard the story of like in America they keep loads like pets like that?
I've always wanted one.
A lot of them have like chimp, like you know, remember Michael Jackson's chimp?
Oh
You
yeah.
had to give us Bubbles. You had to give them away because like the stories that I think the worst one was this woman had a pet monkey, and when they get into a teenager, I don't know how I've got into this subject. When they get a teenager, they get really aggressive and territorial.
Yeah.
And not even like the strong animals, like especially when they get older, literally ripped her face off. Like not just kind of scratched, like a face was torn off. Like she no longer has a face if she's still alive. I don't know if she was still alive or not. But she's in interviews with literally no face. She doesn't have a face anymore because this monkey.
I'm sure Michael Jackson didn't get rid of his monkey. They took it away once he died.
Didn't the monkey die recently?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure I saw something about that.
He died in
maybe.
2009?
yeah, so I don't know how old monkeys, chimps specifically, I don't know how old they grow.
This is one hell of a podcast episode.
Yeah.
we took
What age did Michael Jackson's monkey die?
I'm sure I saw something.
Was it Bubbles the monkey, was he called?
Yeah.
Bubbles the monkey. Well, I mean... Yeah, I heard he was taken away because he was like starting to get a bit aggressive, even for Michael Jackson's standards.
He's about 41-year-old.
Oh.
Still about.
Is
He's still about?
Yeah,
Still knocking
alive.
about?
God.
my God.
Born in 1983.
Wow. I wonder where he is. What's he doing right
Where's
now?
Bubbles
He's
now?
just...
In a tree.
Yeah. He's happy living his best life.
He's moved to a centre for great apes and a sanctuary in Florida, where he's lived since 2005.
Yeah.
Imagine him like rocking in there, being like, yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael
I was with
Jackson's.
Michael Jackson.
To his other chimpy mates, just like...
Who's your owner?
yeah.
Just watch him like, why is he walking backwards? Yeah.
I've just got pictures of him just with like a cap, just kind of like doing some Michael Jackson impressions all the time.
See him doing the smooth criminal jump. Oh, I've just watched all the Planet of the Apes recently. What a franchise that is.
Yeah.
But if you watch it and you're like, it'd be cool to own a chimp.
It would
Yeah.
Just don't give them the virus. That makes them like better than us.
be. Yeah. And apes together strong and all that. It's,
Ape strong.
Yeah.
yeah.
Somehow getting back to the music then. So, before the podcast started, we were talking beforehand, you were planning on recording another EP.
Yeah.
And obviously you like to do the cover songs. What
Yep.
kind of songs are going to be on the next EP?
I think I'd like to stick with the... Sorry, I can't stop thinking about that monkey.
If there's any way possible for you to clip a monkey doing like a moonwalk on
I
this.
don't think that's possible. I don't think that exists.
No, but you just have to get the monkey going forwards and put it in reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
just to skim it across the screen for us.
Right, okay.
Or like snip it in and just like tilt it a little bit and tilt it back up.
Yeah,
There you
just
go.
do the... Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely like some... Definitely sticking with the 70s, 80s. I think that's my favourite genre to listen to. Who knows? Definitely the old music. Maybe some new songs, possibly. Although there's not that many like songs recently that have came out that I've been like, oh yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I don't know. A lot of it's just... I don't know. I can't really explain, like, modern music these days. That makes it sound old. So
I'm slowly starting to get back into it at the minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song stuck in my head called Stargazing at the minute.
Oh, right.
Oh, is that Benson?
I think so.
Is he
Like,
called
"Take
Benson?"
my heart, don't break it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Okay.
it's got a proper like vibe to it. It's all like
Yeah.
proper, trying to picture what type of drum it is. But it'd be like proper bass drum.
Yeah.
Piano keys, that just like, it feels, but it's not like a typical
Yeah.
cliche.
I think chart music, like modern chart music, does come in like peaks and troughs. So I think we're kind of seeing the end of like the crappy, mumbly kind of rappy kind of stuff. Because a lot of them, they don't have any melody, so it's hard to kind of learn
Yeah.
and sing live because it's just like you're rapping basically, and it's
Yeah.
just that's not my
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I think we're nearing the end of that, and I think we probably will see kind of more
Yeah.
melodic things coming out. Because say like, tell you what, because in like the mid 2000s, 80s music started to make a resurgence. So all the modern popular music sounded like synthy with all the 80s stuff.
Yeah.
I reckon the next thing will be like 70s kind of stuff.
Yeah.
80s came back a couple of years ago.
Oh, did it as well?
I
mean, it's obviously always comes back to it.
22. No, but like the sound of it, because I remember
Yeah.
when I did Home, that was a comment I got, was it's got a bit of the 80s synth, because I started
Yeah.
synthesizing more songs. And then when it hit charting, the song that came above was Harry Styles' As It Was, but he went for quite a 80s kind of sound. And then it was the same era where Kate Bush, Run Up the Hill, came up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything came to
I was
80s.
like, yeah, because I was like Stranger Things on it as well. So it's...
Whereas at the minute,
80s.
fashion-wise, 90s is becoming quite a popular trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So-
Maybe 90s
I don't know
might
what
make
kind
it.
of thing's gonna...
They've
But then
all-
what was 90s? That was like boy bands and...
Boy bands, like indie rock like Oasis, and you've got like the Lars and Cast.
like your
Yeah.
Nirvanas and stuff.
Yeah, Nirvana's as well.
Yeah.
Grunge.
I'd say the original Adidas stuff is coming back. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, aye, yeah.
Yeah.
Adidas originals. Always that kind of thing always does like make a
Yeah.
bit of a comeback. Like
I love them. I've got my gazelles in the house now. I love them.
they've just never changed. They've
Yeah.
always just been the same. Now I mean the big media moguls have already decided what the next thing is. That's why it's so hard, like to make something like new, because like the trend, you'll get popular on something that's popular at the moment, but it's popular at the moment, but they've already decided what the next thing is, so you're always chasing the thing.
It's like country was a thing this year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
out of nowhere, Beyonce
huge.
dropped a country album.
Yeah,
like,
it's because they already decided that country was going to be big. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
but then when you try to make a country album, it's gone.
yeah, that's it.
It's a big saying in the music industry is if you click onto what the trend is, it's too late. The trend's gone. It's the next thing already.
You've just got to keep doing your music and then hope that the big media moguls say, okay, this is what's in now, and then I've already got stuff like that. Excellent. Listen to my stuff.
Yeah. Like I like your music, but I think the pop punk thing you missed out by about 18 months.
Yeah,
just
I think
when
so.
Blink and everything started coming back in. That's the perfect time to have hit in.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I had the idea of, I thought I was ahead of this game, by the way.
Okay.
I know I'm really slow at reacting to this kind of stuff. I'm like a kind of sloth when it's like, but this is like years and years ago. I was like, yes, some pop punk's making a comeback. So I made my little pop punk unplugged kind of thing ages ago.
Yeah.
But it never kicked off because nobody cared about it when I made it. So I was like, oh well, obviously it's a bit too early. You're not ready for it yet. And then it's obviously everything's kicked off, and then I stopped doing the pop punk unplugged stuff. So I was just.
What I don't get is you were that prepared for the pop punk stuff as it was about to hit the trend,
and I decided.
Then as pop punk became a big thing, you changed it into a folk rock band.
Yeah.
And then when it stopped, you bring it back to pop punk.
I'll tell you why that is, because I'm not a poser, and I like the.
Because I'm real.
Because I'm,
it's the same band. Yeah. Just change your genres to go against the tide.
I just do I do things my way. I don't go with the curve and.
Yeah.
Oh God, with pop punk coming next year, I'm looking forward to what your band's going to be.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be country again. As that dies down, I'm going to make it a country band again.
Oh, that's mint. I don't know what I was going to say there. Yeah, so EP, obviously you're going to look at going back to old roots with like your 70s and stuff that you enjoy. Have you got any songs top of your head that you're like, I really want to do that? Or do you just like get the studio and be like, we'll do that today?
Yeah. I mean, recently, I'm talking like a couple of days ago, I've really started getting back into Wham.
Cool.
And I think Love Machine is one of my favourite songs. Like, that'll be really good. But I don't know if that's just because like that's my current song obsession. Like it's on repeat. I think some Harry Styles tunes would be good. Stuff like that. More Fleetwood Mac stuff. I really like the likes of Go Your Own Way. I Don't Want to Know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of that sort of. Definitely Fleetwood Mac. Like now that I'm starting to thinking.
My favourite ever drum fill is a Fleetwood Mac drum fill.
Yeah.
Not by Stevie Nicks.
No, it's the most, you never know. But it's everywhere, and it's the most simple drum beat. It's only in the last verse. And you hear me calling, never what to say. It's just that's all it is. And it's so like, so simple, but it's so kind of recognisable. I'm like, I just love it. I have to drum fill it all the time. Because I'm not very good at drums, so I can do that because it's a snare.
Yeah.
So that's my favourite ever drum fill.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac everywhere.
They are good. Really good.
So
if people were to try and follow you on Instagram, what's your social well, not just Instagram, I assume you use other social medias.
Yeah, I do. So it's Paige H Music, then the little underscore thing. And that's on Instagram, TikTok, and then I have Facebook. Not as active on there, but when big things come up, I post on there. And that's just Paige H Music. And that's it. That's all I have, yeah.
I think everybody kind of uses Facebook as we've got it.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's not being used.
It's just so me mum and dad can know kind of what I'm up to.
Yeah. So my granddad can let
Yeah, my granddad can know what I'm up to, because that's all they're on, and it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of died after you could stop throwing sheep at people. Are you too young to remember when you could throw sheep at people on Facebook?
Oh, you got it because it was Super Poke?
Yep.
You had a thing called Poke, where you could poke someone on Facebook.
Okay.
So basically what you did was you found someone, it's usually someone that you fancied, and you poked them. That sounds so bad, doesn't it, now? But it's basically just send them a notification. Like you just got a notification by saying you being poked by. But then you had like Super Poke, where you could throw sheep. What else could you do? You could do loads.
I really like you have a sheep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Someone threw a sheep at you.
You used to have a thing called Farmville, and you owned your own farm online, and people would like donate, like they'd donate cows and stuff, and then you'd grow your own farm base, and Facebook was fantastic in like 2008.
we lived through, I dare say, we lived through what I'd call the golden age of the internet.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't ads, there wasn't anything like that. It was just building
Now it's all
phones,
AI and ads.
poking people. I've went through a right rabbit hole on Facebook specifically.
Shock.
Right, I know.
2 episodes ago, he did a 30-minute content thing about Pepsi. So this could be good.
No, well, this is. I'll not go into it here because but it's called the dead internet theory. Have you ever heard of it?
You mentioned it in the last podcast.
I've never heard of this.
I'm sure I said I'd go into it in more in detail, but I'll do it next time. But the dead internet theory basically it's the theory that most people, like 80% of accounts on the internet, aren't real. They're run by AI bots who just automatically reply to things. And now you've got these accounts.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know.
You've got accounts on Facebook that just post just automatic posts. They just post, and they use AI to put pictures. And then what happens is they find out what pictures work, what pictures get more comments and stuff. And then they says, okay, well that picture works. I'm gonna produce another picture with another comment thing that works as well. I'm gonna post that and see how that goes. But what's happening is these accounts, because the reason they do it is because companies get paid money if they get certain views and certain comments, they get paid by Facebook, so they do an automatic thing. But what's happening now is these bots are commenting on these fake accounts, so it's the bots are telling the fake accounts that this works, so they're redoing it, and you're getting some really weird things. The last thing I saw was it's the most disturbing image I've ever seen. It's basically the comments was like, oh, travel to Dubai, all exclusive and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just a baby with 2 heads. Because the algorithms picked up that babies work and travel work, so they've kind of combined the two together. And he's got thousands of comments of just people, other bots going, amen, God bless, lovely picture, stuff like that. But honestly, if you ever want to go down a rabbit hole,
I've seen it similar, because then people are saying the reason it's dying out is because the algorithm's going to get taken over by AI.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to jump on the algorithm anymore. And there's no point in social media.
Yeah.
It's just coming to an end.
But it's just, say if nuclear Armageddon happens, and just like aliens discover all that's going to be alive is these like servers that have been powered by solar panel, with these bots just talking to each other for eternity.
Right.
That's creepy. That creeps me out. That like in a million years' time, there's still this server that's running where there's like baby with 5 heads now.
Yeah.
And still these like bots going, amen, God bless. It's in the void of space, and some time traveler like discovers it.
AI terrifies me.
Yeah, it's
like, I used to think it was quite cool, but I think now where it's like, what is it that got recently released? Is it the app or the phone or something where they can like
it's iPhones.
Genuinely chatty and they can be sarcastic to you?
Yeah, I
like,
think Google did it as well.
Yeah, if my Siri started like squaring up to me and like started being so cheeky to me.
Like, who the fuck you think you're talking to,
Siri?
Siri?
Like, excuse me? But no, it really scares us. Like, I generally think it's going to take over.
Yeah.
Well, the idea, the purpose of it, it's like, it's called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. So it's like previously, say you've got the first industrial revolution, for example, was with weaving, kind of making textiles and stuff. You used to have 10 people cutting these textiles. Then they created this machine that just needed one person to operate it, and the smartest person could operate it, and that machine would do the job of 10 people. And this constantly happens. So what they're saying now is AI, with all these like tech jobs, computer jobs, 10 people doing coding and developing websites and stuff like that. All they're going to need is one person who understands how to use AI, and that one person can do the job of 10 people using the AI. That's basically what it is. So that's scary. It's happened. It's scary, but to be honest, it's happened throughout history. Like as technology improves, but then more jobs will come up because people will be like, well, I don't want AI. So you'll find these people will find jobs elsewhere, but they've just got to it's just a bit. It's shit for our time, but when in 100 years' time people look back, people are like, well, why are you bothered by that? It's like it's helped, it's been better, unless it's generally terrifying and because now there's loads of like AIs who like mask the voice of like Donald Trump and all that stuff.
Oh my god, yeah.
All it needs is
the ones where people are like sending like threats to people, and it's kind of like we've got your daughter, you have to send this much money to release them, and then it sends the voice note of the daughter, and it's like pitch perfect to them, and they're like, oh fuck, they've got such and such.
Yeah, it's scary as hell. Like
scammers.
That's the part I find scary.
Yeah, so it's that's the worrying bit, and you could get put it in the wrong hands, and it can be absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
The funny part is at the moment there's this podcast. Well, it's not a music podcast. It's fine, but it's basically
Neither is this, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. But it's basically it's about the election. So it's got Rishi Sunak, Nigel Farage, and Keir Starmer, but they're all on Minecraft servers, and they're all like dissing each other's house and like planting. It's funny. It's so like because they've got their voice like perfect, and they've got headphones on, and like they're talking like you hear them. It's just quite funny. You know it's fake, but it's just like you can have fun with it, can't you?
Yeah.
Might as well have fun when the world inevitably ending and stuff.
Well, that's it. Laugh when the world burns.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep when you're dead.
This has been a fun podcast, actually.
Yeah, it flew quite well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone, listening. If you haven't followed us yet, we are at Off the Stage UK on all socials, at Off the Stage 2 on Twitter, which we never use. Drop us a follow so that you can see who our next guest is, and you can drop questions in when we advertise it. Thank you very much, Paige, for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, we're going to put a video on next of your choice. You'll send it to James. Drop her a follow, drop us a follow, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you later. Thank you very much.
Oh, it feels good to take that off.
Hey, this is Busted, and you've been listening to Off the Stage.